Mahela, I'm sorry, I probably terribly butchered your name, but it's really beautiful, I can tell. And TaxJar. Okay, so you sign up for an account on TaxJar.
And
can she hear me okay, do you think? Does everyone
yes.
hear me? Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. So you just go to taxjar.com and you create an account. There's actually, I think, a 14-day free trial or the free trial period. So if you can go create your account, you can actually then export all of your transactions. And then you don't have to pay for them during that 14 days. But you'll want to do this on an ongoing basis because it's actually pretty killer. So I would definitely go create your free account. But there was someone who gave a presentation this morning and he talked about, let me see if I wrote it down, another, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes because I jotted it down because I thought, man, if I can find something cheaper, I'm definitely game to try that. Okay, he said, oh, you know what? It's on my notepad. He gave another option, and I don't know if it, oh, there it is. Thanks, John. Quantify Ninja. So I actually want to go check that out and see if it's cheaper. I pay about $1,500 a month for each of my API connections to get that. Terrible. But you know, I think for smaller accounts, if you're doing less than 50,000 transactions a month, you could probably get like, you know, for $5.99 or something like that. They have their pricing on their website, and then you'll know based on your transactions. But it's killer. Definitely do that. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Appreciate your comments. Okay, what, oh, software are you using for postcards? Okay, so this is another hack that I have. When I had marketing, I had 2 marketing agencies. There's a place, Trade 4 Over, that you can create an account. Now, they did ask for like my agency and stuff like that, so I don't know that just anyone can create that account, but it's pretty cheap, like 41 cents is what it cost me. That's my postage and my printing. So, you know, if not, I saw someone else say thanks.io. I've always done my own. So I have a print agency. I upload it. It's called like direct mail, everyday direct mail that you choose. You upload your mailing list, you upload your artwork, and you pay your fee. Like literally, I just did a postcard on Friday that went out to 10,000 people, and my total came to $1,800, or yeah, 1,800. So actually it ended up only going out to 7,401 because it will check and verify your addresses, and like 3,000 didn't pass their verification. So, yep. What was the conversion rate of your postcard campaign? Okay, so on the one that I showed in the presentation, that one, when on the new
right, sorry about that. We had a little technical issue on that last one. It was weird.
Can you guys hear that?
Repeating itself there, but we're back.
Let me see if I can.
We're breaking this thing. There's so much good information that this software and so many people.
Okay. Wow, that was weird. Sorry. It was now you can hear that. Okay, now yeah, good. Okay, so I think the question was, how did I know the conversion rate? Okay, so I only know what the day that on that, because I didn't use a tracking code. It was just a coupon that I applied on my listing. So I could only tell, it'll tell you when you like print your postcards what the anticipated drop date is, right? So I know how many postcards I upload into Trade 4 Over and print. And then I can watch my listing, I watch my sales, you know, my spike. So that's what I just will attribute, because I'll have like a baseline of sales, and all of a sudden I see that peak like I showed you in, that is an actual screenshot from that campaign. That peak is my postcard hitting. So now the other postcards that I've done, I will use a coupon code. That's nice because then you can actually track the redemptions. And if you make that coupon code in the back end of Seller Central, if it's a unique coupon code, then you'll be able to see how many redemptions you had. So what is the ninja hack from Kevin that saves you 10,000 a month? Oh, the Walmart ads. The fact that I freaking was running Walmart ads, not realizing that if you have the organic position already top above the fold and you pay for a sponsored, that Walmart will drop your organic and just show your sponsored. You cannot have both an organic above the fold and a sponsored above the fold. So cannibalizing those ads, because it's not like Amazon where you can get both, you know, an organic and a sponsored position above the fold. They don't do that. I had no idea. So I wanted to pass that along because that was saving me, I turned about $10,000 in ad spend a month just on Walmart. So, okay, the TaxJar address information part. Just go to TaxJar, but I actually think you should check out the Ninja one that somebody just put in there, because that's what I'm gonna go check out, because TaxJar is not cheap. In fact, I was looking at Avalara because they're cheaper, Avatax. I was gonna even switch to them because I do so much postcard mailing, okay? Yes, Carrie, that is very true. Hey, Carrie, I know you. Yep, whatever you bid, you pay. So start low. Yeah. Okay, you mentioned SaaS Core Rep from Amazon. Do you find them worth the cost? Such a good question. I have such a love-hate relationship with SaaS Core Reps. Literally, it's like I feel like Amazon's like making me pay for something that just should be customer service. They are pretty worthless except for if they can get you a deal of the day. And sometimes they make you feel better when, you know, I guess I sleep better at night on some of these larger accounts when I know that if something goes down, there's actually a human being that understands me and will bust his buns or her buns to help me get it back live, versus me being on phone all day with seller support. But honestly, I don't feel like we get that much better of service or that much accomplished as if I had spent all day on seller support. Basically saves me from spending all day on seller support and wanting to gouge my eyes out with a spoon. So Eric, thanks for the presentation. Awesome. Just got here, so I don't know if you have already shared the contact with Lay that helps you with Amazon Social and that helps you with deal of the day. Oh, yeah. Okay. So SaaS Core Rep, and you can literally only get a deal of the day approved if you have a SaaS Core Rep on. Now, I have a lady that has helped me with a brand that's we're a $50 million brand, and I work with this brand. I guess I'm co-owner of this brand. And so I have leveraged with her that she wants to get our brand into like their Luxe Beauty program. So she's doing favors for me. And one was she got a deal of the day for me. But I don't think like that I couldn't, like, unless you message me on Facebook, if you're a big brand and we could think of an angle together. But if you're like a seller, you know, you have to work those angles. And so I need to know more about your business to know, like, okay, here's how we can maybe work that, if that makes sense. Just wondering if sending postcards directly to Amazon's customers against TOS. I'm pretty sure if you word it like that, yeah. So what we're doing is giving them, I mean, the reason why I feel like maybe they wouldn't get too mad is like the offers are all driving them to Amazon, if you noticed. So there's coupon code going to Amazon to launch my product. But yeah, I think that's one of the things where you say like your business, your choice. You could probably, like, in the ultimate scheme of things, like if they, I mean, if you were trying to get them to go to your website, like you would not be able to like stand before judge and jury and be like, oh, I downloaded your addresses and like sent them to my website, you know, probably pretty awesome, not awesome. So if you are like, hey, I just use this information to send them to Amazon for my product launches. I mean, what they can tell you, oh, you can't use TaxStar to get your customer information from Amazon. Like, they're just going to close the API. That's why I don't like to talk about it. And I don't want you guys telling everyone about it because, of course, Amazon probably doesn't want us, you know, being able to access that information, because we could use it to not send them to Amazon, right? We could use it to send them to our website or what have you. I would shut down that API if I could. Fortunately, the tax companies need that information to file our taxes. So we were just pulling it up. Okay. Hey, nice to see you too, Alina. Woo-hoo! What was the storage place for the videos to get from the insert? Okay, what was the storage place for the videos to go from the insert card QR codes? Walled or something? Okay, guys, what did I say on that one? I can't, have we got warnings on from ever about sending postcards so far? No, nothing at all. Hopefully no one on Amazon. Well, I mean, how would they know that you didn't, you know, how you got that info? You know, like I was thinking maybe my postcard goes to someone who works for Amazon. How would they know where I got that information? I don't know. It seems relatively safe, you know what I mean, of all the things. I like to say I never do anything against TOS. So like, the fact that people here are thinking that's against TOS, maybe I need to rethink it, because I try not to do anything black hat, you know what I mean? So, hi Janelle, great stuff. Can you talk a bit more about your marketing agencies? You know what, I don't provide any services. Kevin just, I mean, I guess brands and stuff like that, but like, I don't have an agency anymore. I just launch and sell brands, and I do consult for people. Like, I won't lie, people will fly me out for and, you know, pay me for my advice, but I didn't come here to try to sell anything. But Kevin was just like, hey, can you share what you do? You know, you can get a free ticket. Probably not the best use of my time, but I actually love networking with all the people here because I learn cool stuff and I meet really cool people. I always feel like your net worth is in your network, and I've been doing these kind of events for, I know I teach at Prosper, everyone comes up, so what are you selling? I'm like, Nothing. I'm just telling you what works for me and meeting some really cool people and learning some cool stuff along the way. Similar texture. Okay, Quantify Ninja. Yeah, that's the one, Brian. What is the ad hack to get on the highly rated sponsored news section? Dude, I crush that every time. There's not really an ad hack, dude. It's sales velocity. And if you're reviewing at 4 stars or higher, you will land that every time. So this launch strategies, if you are coming to the Ninja hack, I have some strategies there that we use. I use whatever. I can get highly rated all the time, anytime I'm in product launch. Okay, I have a big account. My account never gets approved for. Yeah, Aaron, do you have a SaaS core rep? Literally, that's the only way I can get approved. And big talking with them. I mean, they're gonna have your data, but like literally, make your SaaS core rep. That's the only thing they're good for. I feel bad saying that, but literally, I have a love-hate relationship with them. But they can get your deal of the day approved. That's like the only reason to go get a SaaS core rep. How do you find new influencers to collaborate with? Okay, literally I have VAs that's their whole dang job is just to sit and message and find people that we can collaborate with. And we're really good at influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is how we built our brands. And Amazon, if I always say you're not a brand on Amazon until you have like 10,000 searches a month for you, and that's the best way to do it. Influencers. And I think Amazon live stream seriously is in the toilet bowl. It stinks compared to the type of streaming and influencer content that we get created for us. So that's why if you're doing any of that stuff, traditional like e-com brands are like scoffing at Amazon Live because they're over here trying to act like it's so cool and it works, and I'm like, it's garbage. But the thing is, if they figure it out, it will be a big deal. So that's why I still kind of like flirt with Amazon Live and trying to figure it out. I just hate all the hype where everyone's like, Amazon Live, Amazon Live. I don't want you guys to go pay a bunch of money. Basically, if someone will do it for free for you, because it's garbage. And I'm trying to think. I think Gracie actually shared the email. I forwarded her. They try to get my brands to pay them like 110,000 bucks. She has it 180, but it was pitched to me for 110 grand for them to live stream. And I was like, dude, Brona, what's your results? Show me like what I would get in return. She's like, well, it's actually like in beta and we don't really have any case studies yet. And I'm like, you want me to give you freaking 110 grand and you don't even have like any case studies? And I know a ton of streamers, A-listers, and they have some of the biggest deal shows on Amazon, and they will even tell you that it's garbage. Like they for brands, so brands will give them their product and they'll drive sales. They'll live stream your stuff, but they're driving sales if you're a premium brand to all your competitors. And I think that's maybe why I may not get the best results on Amazon with the live streamers, because Amazon's a price-driven platform and most of my brands are premium. I prefer it that way. I like to differentiate that way, and I think most of you probably do too. I can't compete with the factories and manufacturers. I don't want to play the price game. And so, if your streamer is streaming about your product, and even with a coupon, which you will get better results if you'll run a coupon when you're streaming, when your influencer goes live, they will literally buy your competitor's product because they're still cheaper. And so it's just like, just don't pay a lot of money for a live stream. And I would love if anyone's here in the chat that can be like, dude, no, Janelle, I've figured out Amazon live stream and I'm making bank. Love to hear it. The only people I ever hear talking about how awesome live stream is the Amazon live streamers who are trying to get you to pay them to do their live streaming. And I know because my YouTubers are getting, in fact, I have a call on Monday with Amazon live stream team. I have a big YouTuber. She has like 10 million followers, and they're trying to get her to come over and live stream. So they're now paying our YouTubers to come live stream to try to give legitimacy to their platform. So they're going to start paying her to stream. So I'm going to be on that call to see what the negotiations end up being. So I see, because I have my toes in the water with so many different parts of the e-com world, and it's kind of pretty incestuous, I get to see all the different angles. And maybe I don't want to say I know things like I'm some god or anything, but I get to see all the different sides. I don't know, it's kind of fun. Do you drive traffic from influencers to product page? Yes, I do. In fact, a lot of people will do the two-step, but somebody said it, and they are spot on. The algorithm knows offsite traffic is going to convert less, and Amazon rewards your traffic. I've never been too worried about the conversion rates when I'm sending offsite traffic. I send a lot of offsite traffic. So I send Google ads. I did a presentation, I think, for Helium 10 a couple months ago, where I was showing my results from Google ads and how it jumped my keyword rankings. And like some of them are converting terribly. It's still affordable ROAS because my CPCs are like 4 to 20 cents, which that's unheard of on Amazon. And you know, the conversion rate's not great, and it's still jumping my rankings up. So I don't really worry about that at all. But I'll be honest, with a lot of the stuff I do with the brands, I like to drive my traffic to an e-com store. I'm actually building brands. Amazon to me is a customer acquisition channel. I see so much the power of building a brand, and I'm seeing how much Shopify is cutting into the market share of Amazon, and that worries Amazon a lot. That's why they're so hot and keen to try to figure out live shopping, because we can do so much more on our website, and we actually give people a more intimate experience than Amazon can give them. That's why Amazon's trying to develop these tools with live stream. They see what we're able to do on Shopify. I tell you, with our live shopping experiences, and you know, Facebook's trying to figure out live shopping too. I mean, they pay us. They pay some of my brands. They literally pay us to come stream on Facebook. Okay, that's how bad these guys want to figure this out. Same with YouTube. They've got paid programs. Whoever figures this out, whoever gets to be Taobao and wins this is a game changer. Okay, just keep that in mind. So there are all these people vying for this piece of the pie. So I like to drive traffic to my e-com site, because I can do so much more there. And a lot of the brands that I have, we have really great systems in place when we drive traffic, far better than Amazon. I know that there's so many reasons to drive it to Amazon for ranking, and so I will like bifurcate some of that traffic, but it is really, really hard. And we spend hours debating that in our executive meetings. Like, do we send this to Amazon? And there's just finding that balance of, I'm gonna send some for ranking juice, but mostly my business is building a brand. Okay, and especially when you think about those Gen Zs who literally don't give a rat's about Amazon, that's kind of important to keep locked and low in the back of your mind. I know, like, it's going to take a couple of years for them to really own all that market share, and still the older generation has more wallet share of what's being spent. So I'm not saying don't focus on Amazon. It's still a huge piece of our business and will be, but just keep in mind where trends are going and be there. Okay. How do I get a rep then help getting proof of deals page? Okay, SaaS core. And you know what sucks is there's a huge wait list. And so if you're not a big seller, you probably will not get a SaaS core rep. And I just think that just stinks a lot. So I apologize for giving you that bad news. And I wish there was a better way. I could maybe, if you've got an angle, work some connections. I have a lot of connections just from being in that field so long. And people know that I work with a lot of brands and influencers. So they're usually pretty good to like try to connect me, but if we don't have any leverage, I can't probably help you out. So can anyone provide a link to the postcard? How do you find new influencers to collaborate? I think I answered that. Avalara. Yep. It's I think Avalara. Avatax is another name for it. I have a big account. My account never gets approved. What is the name of the site? TaxJar. Yep. Ninja. Quantify Ninja. Okay. Cool. Did I answer everything? Can you guys still hear me? Good. I think I'm probably not even live anymore. My time's probably up. Okay. What have I been talking this whole time?
Okay, you're still live. You're good. We have 7 minutes left. So
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
We
any
are
questions
listening.
Or hop on stage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any other questions, fire away. And if not, we can go see who's presenting next. That was awesome, Janelle. You guys are so nice. Hi, Eric. Eric, I've seen you chatting on a couple of them, so we need to meet in person. You posted a link that I snagged on the Canonical Pinterest, so thank you for that. The name of the postcard service. Okay, so TaxJar is where I get it, and then the service, it's not a service, it's Trade for Over, or there's Zoo Printing. They're agencies, like print agencies, that I've had probably almost a decade, because when I had a marketing agency, I don't know if you guys know this, but like we can get really good print rates and then mark them up to our clients. So I have that in place. I don't think they'll approve just anyone, but Thanks.io is someone, like, you have to be doing lots of business to be a print agency. So go to like Thanks.io is one I saw someone print. that they use for postcards. I think Kevin, I'll let Kevin chime in. I know he uses one, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to get you set up as a print agency unless you're like a marketing agency. And then one of the brands that I'm partners with also owns a huge commercial printer, just prints all their own postcards. So that's also an option if you do a ton of printing or marketing materials. You could probably you need to be dynamic with your postcards, because you can't, I was gonna say, you get some printed in China, but it's not cheaper anymore. Can you share again an example of deal content? Yeah, I had 2 in my deck. I wonder if I can share my screen. And yeah, let's see. All right, guys, check this out. I had to blur these, and I have, okay, here's one literally sent last week on a new product launch. So this, all it shows right here is the actual product, and shows them like that they can save, new product launch. So it's very simple, and it shows the product. And these are going out to past purchasers in this brand line. So they're already familiar with my brand. They see my logo, and then, this down here talks about what the product is. And then on the back, it lets them know they can get 30% off on Amazon. And that's all I do. And the product name that I put right here usually, has some of the keywords. So it works really good. It's not search, find, buy per se, but I like it because if they go type it, they'll type those keywords. Or if they scan that QR code, it takes them to, the product page. I also, though, this postcard right here, I did 2 different, this isn't really 2 different versions, but I launched a relaunch of product. Let me talk about this one though really quick. This was a net new product as well. And I sent this out like this, right? And it was just this 30, telling them it's on the landing page. Well, I wonder if, I didn't put it in this slide deck. I think I have it in my Prosper show. What I did is, have you guys ever heard of Landing Cube? Landing Cube's really cool if you want to do unique coupon codes, and I use that one a lot too. So I'll do a postcard, and I'll send them to Landing Cube, where they then enter their email address, and it's like if you just type in Landing Cube, let me look back at the chat. I need to stop sharing my screen so I can see if anyone knows what it is. Do you guys know Landing Cube? Has anyone ever used it before? I like that tool. I've been using that for almost 4 years, I think. Okay, yeah, just go Google Landing Cube. Okay, yeah. And I really like it because it can dispense coupon codes, one-off codes, right? And you can get their email for every single one. And then you can track those as well. So I use those a lot. Like here's a case in point. I have a product that was a new launch and started getting bad reviews. When I say bad reviews, anything below 4.5 stars is when I have to do like review intervention. And so I started sending out postcards that offered a coupon code, and they'd get that coupon code, and it was for past purchasers of that product. So now I know they've purchased the product, which is important to me, because when I send them a postcard with the offer for a coupon code, if they go claim that code, I know what? I know they like the product. And so I want to make sure I'm not following up with people who didn't like the product. So they go get that coupon code, and now I have their email address. And Landing Cube, when they download that code, has an automatic email flow that you can set how many days until you want it to follow up. So I set that at like 14 days, and it's going to follow up. And then I will also send out another email, in like 30 days, just to see if they, had any questions, if they liked it, if they had a chance to leave a review. May hit someone that, already left the review, and they'll usually tell me. But that way I'm weeding out people who didn't like the product, and I'm not following up, asking them to leave a review if they were like, yeah, no, like your product sucked. I already left a review about how crappy it was. So hope that helps. Thanks. Do you ever high grade your list and only send it? Yes, I do. In fact, that postcard, John, that postcard with the red and the blue supplement, I only sent that to repeat purchasers on a product launch. Yep. So I do high grade my list. In fact, I am downloading, I know all of my past purchasers by their hashed emails. So I have actually, with one of my brands, a data analyst, and he is actually, we can see things that, I wouldn't be able to probably spend the time on myself, but I know my new to brand purchasers, my incrementality. I can do things like that I'm not super analytical myself, kind of more creative. And he gets into the spreadsheets like nobody's business and can tell me stuff that kind of like blows my mind. So Okay, Amazon is garbage. Where does the younger age buy if they think, oh, great question. They are buying directly on the brand websites. So like the fact that, I'm talking about Amazon and going shopping there, I think if you think about it, they've grown up on their phones on TikTok and like Instagram, and like they get ads and they literally just swipe up or they go to the brand website. So like they were just like so clueless. Like, why do we want to send traffic to Amazon? Why would anyone buy on Amazon? Isn't it like a flea market? I just think it's full of crap. Everything looks the same. And it's just hilarious to me because that's never been my experience as a shopper. I always go to Amazon to buy stuff. And even my kids, I do know because my kids are always like on Polly Princess and like Shein. Heaven forbid, I told them to quit buying on Shein because we have like truckloads of clothes. It is not good. We don't need. I told them that Shein makes children work in factories. I don't even know if that's true. I just thought maybe if I guilted them, they'd stop buying there. But anyhow, yeah, they buy on brand web. Like my kid, he's super into bikes, and the other day he's like sends me all these links, and they're all the brand sites. I'm like, can't we just get this on Amazon? He's like, no. Because then he gets stickers and he doesn't want to shop on Amazon. So now I am seeing it everywhere in the younger generation. So anyhow, thought I'd pass that along because it was kind of a new revelation. Okay, did I, if I missed your question, you could post it. Yes, yes, yes. Haha, that's hilarious. Okay, well, should we go back to the stage because they tell me that I'm supposed to be done? And we'll like see you all probably in a few at the Ninja Hat contest because I'm super pumped about that. Can't wait to hear what you guys are going to teach me more. So, okay, rock on. You guys are awesome. We'll talk to you later. Oh, they still have a sponsor there. No, they have a sponsor there still. Cool. It's like, yeah, the first few, I'm trying to think. I'm excited. There's a couple things I need to go back and watch. I need to go I can up my Pinterest game. I have seen good results from Pinterest and have done a little bit of advertising. After leaving, I'm going to spend some more time with Pinterest. And yeah, think that. All right, Stephen, we good?